Throughout the day, I'm going to be joined here in the studio by a number of our GBS experts. On that note, allow me to introduce our first studio expert, Dorthe Keilberg. Welcome, Dorthe.
Morning, Sarah. Thanks for having me.
No, of course. It's a pleasure to have you here. You've been such a significant contributor to the event over the years. So, I was wondering, what did you enjoy most out of the sessions this morning?
Oh, so rich on content, so many pointers, and just being inspired by the good stories.
Fantastic. No, I think both Angela and Leon both brought their A game and really had strong insights to share with our delegates first off.
I think they did. I think on Angela's story, really talking about purpose and making it also something for the GBS team to really focus on, how it goes through everything they plan and do.
Yeah.
Same with Leon, talking about my favorite topic of resilience, and I'm looking very much forward to the fireside chats that we will have later on.
Yes, no, agreed. I can't wait to welcome them back to the studio for an exclusive chat later. Over the course of the event, I will be welcoming our other studio experts as well, Chinmay and Puneet, to share their experiences and insights on shared services. Whilst most of our delegates have arrived this morning to join us for the conference, we had our pre-conference day yesterday. Delegates were invited on-site visits to see actual shared service centres here in Lisbon. We also hosted a series of labs that some of our delegates were able to take part in. Let's take a look. Dorthe, I believe you have an overview of some of the labs that took place yesterday. Would you mind sharing on some of the kind of key topics and highlights that were shared out of those lab sessions?
Yeah, I think they were really good. There were 2 labs on experience, the employee, like human experience, but also customer experience. Another one on location strategy, and finally one on data and sustainability. And what was interesting, I think, key features of those labs, they were really meant for deep dives. So people could really spend time with the topic and each other. And I spoke with participants yesterday, and they said, oh, it really made them kind of rethink their choices in some of the areas. Maybe to confirm, maybe to go home and work a bit further.
That is so fantastic. I think the conference is a great opportunity to provoke, to exchange. So it was great to see that come out of the labs yesterday. And it's interesting because having worked with our speakers over the last few months, there are definitely parallels in some of the topics being discussed, such as GBS playing more of a role in the sustainability and ESG agenda. I know that you work on this at Dorthe, it's fantastic. Also the lab on reimagining the human experience, which is such a relevant topic in the context of shared services. And we'll hear more about this from Vodafone, Takeda, Zurich Insurance, and many more. Speaking of speakers, we had Angela, and Mars Bar has such a fantastic brand and culture. What do you think the kind of importance is of brand and culture within shared services?
I think it's fantastic how purpose flew through everything she talked about, right? How she joined the organization for purpose, but also how you can bring purpose into the partnerships with external parties, but also how you can think of measuring purpose to make it really, really concrete. Used to be a nice feeling, but now we're making it really concrete. I look forward to learn more about that.
I love that. From fluffy to tangible, maybe, and seeing how they actually put it to work. And the story of IAG was, of course, remarkable. Shared services operating in such a turbulent time in the pandemic, one of the most impacted industries.